What good is having a tool if you don't know how to use it, or you don't use it, or you don't use it for its intended purpose? Are you overwhelmed by the questions alone? Well, today's vid is all about sharing a tool that I created and use to simplify life, to maintain health and wellness, and to keep mama happy. Come on and check it out.
Inspire me to be the highest me, mommy motivation.
Hi, beautiful people. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you are new here, I'm Z. I share lessons in faith, family, and fulfillment. I hope that by sharing my lessons, it helps you to embrace your own. If you are coming back, as always, I welcome you here. Today, you guys might have seen me with this little ditty. My husband bought me this probably over 10 years ago, and while I have a general sense of how it is used, I don't think I've used it too much. And up until about 30 minutes ago, I didn't know how to fully use it. If you think you know what it is, drop me a line in the comment below and we'll see if you have a clue. Maybe I'll show you how to put it to use a little bit. Okay, so today's video is just all about me wanting to share with you a tool that I have found to be productive for me as a busy mom. Because let's face it, I thought being quarantined and being locked down, I was gonna have less things to put my hands to do, but I find that I am even more busy in this time, and not necessarily with just busying myself, but just because I wear a lot of hats as a businesswoman, as a mom, as a homeschooling mom, as a mentor, as a wife, as all the areas of things I need to do. I'm all about efficiency and finding systems and tools that actually work, not just have another something on the shelf that we're just looking at and it is having no purpose. So today I want to share that with you, and today's tip is going to be about planning out meals, and it's going to be specific to giving you an actual template that you can use that will help everybody in your family understand what's going on so that nobody's confused. Hopefully it will help bring ease to your day, and it'll help solidify things in your household as a routine. So let's jump into it, because I'd rather show you than talk to you about it. Just know that all of the tools that I give you in this video and for this series, because I'm going to be sharing these tools that I'm using for the next few videos, because I hope that it'll be beneficial to you, and if not you, share it with somebody who it may help, okay? So all the things that I'm going to be using, the templates or resources, are in the description box. It'll let you know how you can get access to them. Let's jump right in. Okay, so here is what the blank weekly meal template looks like. I wanted to make sure that I showed you a blank one. And the first time you do it is always going to be the most cumbersome in terms of you being able to work with the template for the first time, because you're going to have to plan everything out. But on the left here is where you put your days of the week that you're going to be using this plan for. You can break it up into, like I said, 2 weeks is what I do mine. If you need longer, you can add, copy, paste as you see fit. If you want to do weekly, if that works for you to begin with, you can do weekly. But I do mine's 2 weeks at a time, because I don't like to be in the grocery store weekly. I like to be able to do my 2-week shop and have it all done. So here at the top, you'll see all of the different times of day in terms of meal times. Again, if you have something in addition, you can add that as well. So it's color coded, and then it's just editable so that you can write within it and customize it to your taste. So I wanted to show you what that looks like. And again, if you need that, you can look in the description box for details. But here's a copy of what mine looked like for the beginning of June. And you can see that it's all spelled out the same way that you just saw, but the dates are written out. This particular week, we were going and trying out vegan. So we had vegan substitutes for dairy and cheese, because I also wanted to be able to try out my kiddos on some meals that they had not had before, and to get a sense of if they would be able to start some new meal plans, because meal planning had become mundane. And we have so many different diets in our home. We've got gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free. We've got peanut sensitivities, and we got me, who's just doing fish and really seafood, and then my husband is a meat eater. So I really just didn't even try this out, because I didn't see it as something that it felt overwhelming, you know? And so I had the tool, because if you have been with me for a while, you know this tool is very similar to my block scheduling, but I just was a bit overwhelmed in thinking that the tool would not work for my family. And then I tried it out because of all the reasons that I gave. And I found that it has been so beneficial to creating a system for our household for eating. And so one thing I want to point out is I've added some extra things here that were not in your template, but feel free to add as you like. We do bonding in our family. And my kids would always ask, what are we going to do for bonding tonight? And so I decided to just throw it on in here. As you can see, Uno, we are going to do our illustrations where we watch a tutorial and we replicate it. We have matches going on, and it's something that our family could just schedule in. And I like the fact that they could see it all in the same place. We also study the Bible in the Bible series through homeschooling, and some of their Bible lessons correlate to a video or a episode called Storybooks. So I put those on there as well. Again, these are additional things. You don't obviously have to have them. You do what works. So if you see here, I spell out the meal that we're going to do, and try to give as much detail for myself because I'm going to have to grocery shop from this list. And so again, in the beginning, it's going to be the longest the first time you do it. But after that, just imagine you can copy paste if you do certain meals often. You can substitute things in. So for example, for snacks, you'll notice that there'll always be about 3 or so selections for my kids, and it's because of the differences in our foods. So they get to choose. They get the option out of the 3. So here you had a fruit cup, a dairy-free yogurt, regular yogurt, or yogurt drink, and raisins. And so I love the option that they have to be able to choose. That way they can go to this list and see it up and know exactly where what they have as options. They're not asking me, Mom, what's for snack? This also minimizes the amount of use so that you're not going to cookies every time cookies are gone, and then I'm having to buy more cookies. But I can kind of parcel out through the week what I have and know that by the time I go grocery shopping again, I'm replenishing that thing versus plowing through everything they like, and then all the stuff that they really don't be wanting to eat is left over. So again, this is just an outline of some of the things that I did. I was loving this because we tried out some new meals, vegan meals, rice bowls with roasted veggies. The kids are so loving this new recipe, and I am loving the fact that I can meal prep it a day in advance, freeze it. And so these apple oatmeal muffins, veggie fruit smoothies, I'll put some of these recipes in the link in the description box as well, so you can go try them out. But these were ways for us to have easy meals for them to be able to try, because it got a bit mundane for me as well. And I like to eat. So I like to think that what I'm eating is going to be something that I enjoy as well. So I didn't fill out the second part because I wanted to show you guys as I was doing it, kind of what that looks like and how easy it can be. So here I'm going to kind of take from this. We're going to work on those muffins. Those were a hit in our home, those oatmeal muffins, but instead I'm going to substitute it for caramelized peaches. And I'm going to put those with the same veggie fruit smoothie that they had. Easy peasy. See how quick that was? And then I can go to, and you don't have to go in order. For example, I know for one, we're going to do Taco Tuesdays, and we might do them as veggie burritos, but I'm going to put veggie Taco Tuesdays. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll put ingredients on here because I want to make sure that I know what I'm looking for at the grocery store. So for example, I know I'm going to need my dairy-free cheese or vegan cheese. I know that I'm going to need my crumbles, and I'm a fan of course, my spring mix. And so these are things that I can then circle as I'm getting ready to prepare them to go grocery shopping. I can circle the things that I'm going to need because we're out of it for whatever reason. But you can keep going. You can add, we're not doing sour cream, but you could add those things because on a given day I do like me some sour cream. But you know, your tomatoes and whatever else you use, you can put your things in. I think for the snack here, we're going to do we do rice cakes. We've got apple rice cakes, and I'm going to add that with some cookies or maybe some popcorn. So again, I try to use things that are, again, in my cupboard that I see we still have more of for us to be able to do that. So I'm pretty much just gonna keep filling this out, but I just wanted to give you guys a good sense of how it works. And so I would plan out all of that, and then I would take this list with me to the grocery store. So once I have my list compiled and on a spreadsheet, I take it with me and I'm able to get the things that I need much more easily, and I also know where they are in the store. And you can also see things circled, so if we were out of something, I can actually go through my fridge and go through my pantry and see what I'm missing. But this just gives you an idea of how I shop, and because I'm doing it for 2 weeks, then I will have, all the things that I need in that time already stored and stocked in the fridge and in the pantry, so that I am spending less money at the store because I'm seeing things that I truly want, and I can spend more time focused on meal prep and getting things ready for my family. So let's talk benefits. What are the benefits of this meal planning schedule? One is that it brings ease to your ability to know what you're going to cook, what you're going to prepare every day for the next 2 weeks. Who doesn't want ease? Two, it allows your kids an actual place that they can locate in a designated area that they can go to, where they can figure out what it is that they're going to eat and be able to do it without asking you. That's 2 weeks of how much talking that just didn't happen in your ear about what we eat, mama, what we eat, how we gonna eat it, but what we gonna eat it with. Yeah. Also an opportunity to build responsibility in your kids. I tell you, it doesn't matter how young they are. There is something that they can do at the youngest of age that makes them feel like they're part of the team. And so being a part of the team is giving them opportunity for choice. So with snacks, having your snacks being 3 things or focus areas, then it gives them an opportunity to feel like they have a say, but at the same time, it also allows you to plug in some things for health, some great snacks, some healthy snacks, some meals that are things you're going to try out with them, or things that you want to see if you can make a part of your daily regimen. Having this template also allows you to go back and use the template to grocery shop. One less thing on their schedule that you have to worry about planning out a grocery list. I simply take it with me and I'm able to do everything that I need to do in the grocery store, and I can take recycled lists that I've done previously and reuse those lists again. And not just talk about the fact that you're saving coins. I mean, you're not spending money on this pass through your system food, fast food. I can't tell you the last time we've been able to do fast food, and it has allowed me to see how much I was squandering money just on picking up things on the go because I needed something. Well, now this meal plan schedule allows me to create a system where I know where my money is going. I know how much I'm spending bi-weekly. I can make adjustments as needed. You can use the template for more than just the purpose it was designed. You can add to it as you see fit, and it's customizable to your own liking. So I hope this has helped you. I hope you guys do find something meaningful in this template. Don't forget to go to the description box if you'd like to get a hold of it. I hope you'll tune in next week for my next tool that I'm going to show you. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a blessed day.
Mommy motivation.